because we need a way to grow this game.
I deleted my TCGPlayer inventory, which was crazy.
It's inevitable that people are going to figure out how to min-max this format and figure out the best way to do it.
I'm kind of a hater on the Pantheon commander deck pricing. I do think that might be too high.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Team True podcast and Grand Archive TCG podcast. I am your host, Isaac. Joining with me are the two lovely Caben and Terry co-hosts.
Hello. Welcome back.
I've got a fun fact this week.
A fun fact.
A fun fact. You guys don't even know this.
No.
Yeah.
Last night, I decided to permanently quit MTG. I'm never going to play another game in my life. Yeah.
Welcome. You're probably going to feel a lot better.
Oh, man. MTG is toxic.
Dude, I told you.
I known it was toxic, but like it has an amazing online client and good tournament like experiences with the online client. But man, does it suck.
Yeah.
It just is awful.
Can't wait till there's another box where you can do a weekend run.
I'm going to literally sell my account to stop me from playing in tournaments.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
Yep.
That's what I did with League of Legends.
I have like 700 rare wild cards. Yeah. Like my account's like insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways, that's my fun
How
fact.
much? I'll buy it.
Yeah, we are talking about a lot
There was a
of news.
ton of things that happened. So, full disclosure right out the gates, before I talk about my experience, we're not going to be going over spoilers today. So if that's what you were hoping for.
Except for
two spoilers.
Two
single
spoilers.
cards.
Two single cards. We're not going to go over all of them.
Cool.
We're not going to go over all of them.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we'll all do our favorite one or something.
Yeah. There we go.
But we're not going to go over all of them today. We will go over all of them.
There's a lot.
Yeah. There's so much stuff happening. And there's a lot of other things to talk about.
Yeah.
So to start it off, I'm going to need that.
You're going to need your phone that you just threw on the floor. Yeah. There was the holiday stream, which had a lot more content and spoilers than I thought it was going to be for the next set that is yet, like, we just got PTM, and now we have so many spoilers for the next set already.
The whole set, right? Yeah.
What?
I believe.
A and B alter.
Well, it's the alter set.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the next
Next,
set.
I mean, literally the next set, we have spoilers from the next actual set as well.
No, we also do have. We actually have a lot of spoilers from that.
There is a lot of spoilers.
There's spoilers
There's
from
more than I expected.
Mortal Ambition.
It was
spoilers from
Silidar Claus. He literally he gifted us so many things.
It was spoilers from Mortal Ambition Alter, from Radiant Origins, or anything it's called, and from Pantheon.
Yep.
Which we will get to next week.
Yeah. We'll briefly touch some stuff today, but for the most part,
although next week will also be Manila.
Yeah, we got all sorts of things to talk about, man.
Pantheon might just wait, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know when we're going to have time to talk about that. It's super exciting. We'll talk about some aspects of it. But anyways, the stream you were part of.
I was
part of it.
Yeah, Isaac was also a part of it. He was drawn.
I was drawn
by Main Dick Dan.
Yeah, it's not my profile picture.
It was pretty awesome. So out the gates, if you've never been to a Grand Archive holiday stream, it's always going to be late. Right, you got to know it's going to be a little bit late. These guys do a crazy amount of work. If you saw just like the setup, their internet went out as they were about to launch.
No. Yeah, it's like a 15, 20-minute delay.
Yeah, so like as they were ready, they're like, all right, here we go. Nothing. Internet goes out. Can't get anything going.
That's crazy.
So they're like, oh my gosh. Luckily, they were able to fix it quickly and get us online, get us going. Main Deck Dan, a good buddy of ours, was the host.
Yeah.
So that was super fun to see him doing it this year. Out the gates, we did trivia. They played some more community games with like artists and some other members of the community, like Perfy, obviously, and some other people. But I was in group 1 for trivia, and trivia was hard. And let me tell you, it was because everything was subjective. To 11, well now 12 or 13 days ago now, there was a survey that went out on the main Discord. And it was just a bunch of questions to the community about a bunch of random things. Those were the questions, and the answer, like the questions would be like, what was the third most voted card?
Yeah, there's like literally the 7th
that's been banned that like people think shouldn't be banned.
Wow.
And so like very hard to guess.
That's cool.
It was super fun.
One of them was the 7th most strongest fire card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they had Rending Flames on it twice on accident. which was pretty funny. And it was Rending Flames.
Yeah.
But they were like, it can't be Rending Flames, right? Because that's but two of that. It's got to be one of the others, but it was.
My thought was it's got to be Rending Flames because here's what happened. They put down, they're like, okay, Rending Flames need to be in this. And they just did like C, and then it was end up being, like, oh, I can't make it C again. I have to make it D. And then just forgot to change the other answer.
You guys didn't watch most of the trivia side, right?
I went back and watched stuff is what I did.
So do you know my trivia questions?
No, I don't know.
Okay, perfect. Because I'm going to ask you guys our trivia questions, see how you do.
I only tuned into like the actual
the last part.
Yeah.
Whatever they called it. When Silidar came. The announcements. That's literally what it was called.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question that we got was, what is the as voted by the community? I'm not going to give you multiple choice either. I just want to hear what you guys think.
Okay.
What is the second strongest champion? All right. Sorry, class as voted by the community. The second strongest class.
Okay, people obviously say Warrior's the strongest, I think, just because historically.
Mage?
Here, I can give you multiple choice. These probably aren't all the correct ones, but I'll give them to you.
What's
I feel like Tamer, because Guojia and Slimes.
Tamer was the first thing I was going to say.
Yeah.
Assassin, Warrior.
Oh, Assassin.
Or Cleric.
All of those are viable answers. Yeah. I would probably...
I'm going to say Assassin.
Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna say.
Let me rephrase this. Because what I am saying right now, I'm gonna make the question different because that was not our question. The question was, what was the strongest?
Oh,
Warrior.
I'm going to...
I believe it was... Oh, wait. No, it was second strongest.
Assassin.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting mixed up. It is second strongest. I'll tell you why in a second.
I'm going to say Assassin, but I think it's purely for in-cap.
Yeah.
And maybe ensnaring fumes. But
So you guys thought Assassin.
Yeah.
That was what we answered.
Yeah.
That is wrong.
Is it Cleric?
No, it's Warrior because they voted Assassin the strongest class.
Okay, sure.
Interesting.
Sure.
Yes, which us three did not agree with, but got that one wrong. Yeah, that's fine. That was a close one.
Yeah.
Warrior makes sense, right? Lorraine's always been around. Warrior's always topping events.
It's allies, and it's Merlin, and it's Lorraine.
Yep,
and,
there's a lot of options.
There's so much.
Our second one, after we got that one, the second one was, what is the worst guide out of all the guides?
Academy Guide.
And here are
Morgan's
your
Soul
votes.
Guide.
Morgan's Soul Guide.
No, it's not a guide.
Academy Guide.
Morgan's Soul Guide is not a guide.
Heavenly Guide. Liminal Guide.
So it's not Liminal Guide. What's the worst?
What's the worst?
Okay, I
out of
swear
those
if they
four?
say Liminal Guide, I'm going to go crazy.
Spoiler alert, it wasn't liminal.
Okay, cool.
So now you only have three that you got to answer. So Morgan's Soul Guide.
Morgan's Soul Guide
Academy
has
Guide.
seen the least competitive play.
Yeah, but do they think it's the worst?
Heavenly Guide.
I don't know.
Because right now there's a lot of recovery, so now they're going to
So what defines worst, right, to the community? This is hard. So it's hard.
I say Morgan's Soul Guide.
Okay.
I think even just in general community.
I'm gonna go off the beam path and say Academy Guide.
Yeah. So those were the two that we thought. Those are both wrong.
It's
Heavenly Guide.
Oh my gosh.
Heavenly Guide was the answer. We went back and forth. Me and Korax, obviously very competitive players, breaking down everything from a very competitive mindset, and Tyler hyping us up, and we were both wrong. It was Heavenly Guide. Heavenly Guide was the one that had the least amount of votes for the best guide. That's how they asked. So
I see.
So it was the one that got the most. They
yeah.
didn't say that in the way that.
So
it
what's
was.
the best guide?
yeah.
Everyone said Liminal Guide. Some random people.
Dungeon Guide was obviously the best.
So someone people randomly said
Morgan's Soul Guide would be funny,
and Academy Guide, and then so no one voted for Heavenly Guide.
Literally.
So that got the worst.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Exactly. See, so now we're
this is so.
So now we're 0 for 2. First group 0 for 2. No deck boxes given out to the community.
Yeah,
we're like, oh snap, we're gonna get goose egged. They talked us up so much. This is a super team. They're going to give out all these deck boxes. Nothing. We go to our last question, and it is a lore question. And both Tyler and Korax were like, Tyler was like, I think I've read one lore article. And Korax was like, I know not one thing. So we're like, perfect. And the question had to do with Diana and coming through to Underland and who gave her the artifact that she took with her and everything else, which she now is obviously Astra, right? Not Umbra when she goes into to Underland. So I knew it was Arsana from the lore articles that were dropped. And they gave us a secondary one, which was what is replicated on that pendant or that thing that was given to her. And I guessed...
Wait, Cheshire Cat?
Cheshire? Okay, do you have a guess?
Or is it yeah, whatever.
It's all right.
I have literally.
I shot in the dark.
The Bumble.
It's Elysian Astrolabe.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh wow.
I threw it out.
I thought
Maybe that's what it is.
The only reason why I said Cheshire Cat is because isn't Necklace of Foresight like the opposite of Necklace of Foresight where
Necklace of Hindsight.
hindsight? Yeah, and isn't it a cat?
I don't know.
I don't know. Go ahead.
But yeah, no, I mean that was pretty much what it was. If you want to go back, we got them both right. We got 2 deck boxes given to the community, so
That's
I
crazy.
didn't let everybody down. And both of them went, you know what, Terry, we believe in you. You guess, and I was like, come on, man. I was like, I think it's Arasana. I'm pretty sure right out the gates, I was pretty sure it was Arasana. But the secondary answer, which is like the bonus, they're like, we'll give another deck box if you get it right. I just had to they were thinking Cosmic Astroscope.
Yeah.
Tyler was like, that seems like it'd be right. And I was like, I don't think that's right. Because I remember a little bit about it, and I think there's like a picture. There's like I don't know if it's a card art or if it was an art that was made, and I remember seeing it and seeing that. The only reason I know what the Astrolabe looks like is because he tried to play that deck so much. And I was like, I think I've seen that before. I think I know it. So lucky.
No, I think it actually might be good right now.
Yeah. I'm sure, dude. I mean,
Dude, next set.
yeah, dude. With these cards, Watermill might finally be good. Shout out to our spoilers back in the
Did
day.
you see there is another Watermill card?
Yes,
like
very good.
like
I know.
opponent mill.
I
Yeah.
know.
You play it.
It's really good.
I know.
You play it in their recollection, and then
Every card they recollect.
they mill a card.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another card that whenever they mill a card, they mill another card instead.
Like a domain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it goes infinite. One domain, you win.
two domains.
Yeah.
The when one triggers, the other one triggers.
Oh, gosh. That'd be so funny. Please make it unique if you make that domain.
Nah.
Wait, can we copy it somehow? We'll figure it out. We'll break it.
You
With this
can-
card that doesn't
You
exist.
can copy stuff in this game, but
Neos.
It's always unique. It keeps the unique tag. So it'll
So we can't do the
Yeah.
cool Neo stuff.
Because I've already tried to figure out how I could do this with Gelduses and multiple Gelduses with
Ooh, true.
Clockwork Amalgam.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work. That's all right. There's a new shiny big boys to talk about later. So what do you guys want to talk about first from this?
Well, why don't we just talk about one spoiler each?
Okay.
Because there's a spoiler that I want to talk about, which is
The Gen card?
Scarlet Tassel.
Yeah.
This card is, dude, it was hilarious to watch the AMB alter spoilers and have like people in the comments be like, where's the Jin support? You know, because like it felt like everyone was getting support but Jin. And then I think this was literally the last spoiler that they showed, which was finally like a real Jin support card. Because some of the other ones, cool. We'll talk about them later, but I'm not that hyped for a lot of the other Jin cards. But this one is a 0-cost Regalia. Regalia Link is its keyword. So it will enter the field linked to a target Regalia. If the link is broken, sacrifice this object. You can pay 2 and tap it to give the linked Regalia Omni Shroud until end of turn, which is a very important word because Spell Shroud can still get yeeted by Baby Green and stuff. Omni Shroud is pretty much uninteractable at this point in time until they make a destroy all Regalia on the board card or something like that.
Templar Abyss. So it's called?
Planar Abyss.
Planar-
Yeah. There is actually a card that
close.
exists already. But so yeah, like it basically uninteractable in a competitive sense. And so this is really huge. So we've already had Shroud in Temper, Blood Shroud Temper, something like that. But the issue with that is just like a card out of hand is, you have to draw it at the right time and all that kind of stuff. And it can only protect your polearm. This card you could link to the shield or your polearm, your plate, your Berserker plate, or your polearm. So the flexibility is really nice. It does cost you another materialization, but because Jin has immortality, you usually get a few materializations. And so there's just like a really cool thing that you can do with this where you can... Jin usually already ran QSG because... it just made sense. I won't get too far into that. There's an hour, 30-minute long deck profile if you want to go watch a Jin deck profile that I made where I explain a lot of stuff like that. But the cool thing now is I think Jin still runs QSG, but they put this underneath. So I think you put this underneath and then you go into your plate and weapon and you have, like, once they fracturize or whatever, shatter to the brittle or something, at that point, you pop it, attach it to the one that they're targeting, and save it. So you can basically like fake protect both by just having QSG on the field, which is crazy because you could do some funny things like fake put that underneath QSG because of what QSG is, right? So
Yeah.
I think QSG in Jin is almost certainly just like the right Regalia going forward. I think it already kind of was, but with Lost Providence, I was like, ooh, maybe that's good in Jin. And I think it still is, but Jin's biggest problem was if you mess with his Regalia, he just falls apart. And so this is fixing one of his biggest absolute problems. So very excited to see this card. I think it's going to be very good. I am really happy that I kept all my max ready Jin stuff because I will definitely be testing Jin for competitive events again.
Once Mortal Ambition Alter comes out.
Once we have that card. Because
do we know when Alter comes out?
it's like end of January or something, isn't it?
Oh, it's soon.
Yeah, it's real soon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, honestly,
that's why they gave us. That's why they gave us the full set, not like leaked one by one or whatever. It's very soon. Yeah, because like when I took Jin to Boston and made day 2 and then lost every round of day 2, the biggest thing I noticed was my deck fell apart if my opponent had interaction with my Regalia, and I did not like that. As like usually when I'm playing in competitive tournaments, I try to pick something that like my fate is in my own hands, and I just realized that when I played against Water with Fracture Eyes or KFC was really popular at that time, running Shatter the Brittle and stuff. I just realized that I just basically lost if my opponents drew those. And I was just like, this sucks. Yeah. So, no, this actually gives like that's why I wanted to talk about it this week. Because I think this was a really important spoiler that we saw.
Yeah, I agree. It was really cool. I saw that. And I'm going to talk about, do you want to talk about yours?
I can.
Yeah, go.
Jin Sport was pretty solid. Yeah, I think that card was huge for Jin. I actually like Polearm Steed a lot too, but we'll not talk about that today.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that good.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. The card that I really like is kind of random.
Yeah.
But it's Magnificent Banquet. And that card was my favorite one out of them all.
That?
So it's the 2-cost fast action cleric spell in Terra that recover 5. Then put then put Magnificent Banquet into its owner's material deck preserved.
Yeah.
At the beginning of your recollection phase, if this card is in your material deck preserved, recover 1.
Yeah.
That was a cool card.
This card's sick.
And there's no class bonus on that, right?
No.
Yeah. It's just every Terra gets
Any Terra can use this card.
constant recovery.
Yeah. And if you need to heal, you bring it back, right? You materialize it into your hand, and then you get to boom, heal again.
It's real
keep
good.
preserving it.
Yeah.
So like, I thought having access to a 5 heal whenever you need, and then passively healing 1. This is some really, really awesome late game support for Dao-Chan's the first one I thought of, like playing some cool late game Dao-Chan stuff that's very grindy, right? This is a nice way to like recover.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you get to imagine using this, like you get to level 3 and you need to stabilize. Maybe you're able to deal with the board with her ability when you hit 3, like because they don't have enough cards to deal with it all. But then you also have access to like 2 of these.
Yeah.
And you're like, cool. Boom, boom, heal 10, put these, and you put them both in there, and now you're passively every turn.
You almost have a Luxem Sight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like stacking these is insane.
Yeah.
And then whenever you need it,
And then when 2 are in there, then you can go crawl.
yeah, why not? Why not? Let's try Magnificent Banquet Sylvie, bro.
Yeah.
No, but
Crawl control.
It's neat because
control.
it's similar vibes to Luxem Sight, but you get the immediate heal as well from playing it, and then you, if you're in a pinch, can just grab it and play it as well. So it's super cool.
I think this, like, as somebody who loves to play like those really grindy decks like that, I thought this card was really cool.
Yeah.
I don't think this card single-handedly will make level 3 Terra Dao-Chan like tier 1 or something, but I definitely think that this is a card that could be very helpful in those kind of decks.
There's Dao-Chan, Sylvie, and Kong Ming.
There's also Kong Ming.
Yeah.
I think Kong Ming's actually like the one that's meant to use this, but like Dao-Chan is what I
Is it a
want.
mage or cleric spell?
It is a cleric, technically.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is why, I mean, but Kong Ming probably like does some really cool stuff with this card.
It's interesting, right? Just to like even playing Slimes or something, because Slimes already has a few spots that it like doesn't know what to do with. So just throw these into Slimes.
You could even side them in if you want it.
Right. Yeah. If you're playing against like aggro or something, and just like have more longevity. Like that's pretty interesting.
That's actually a really good point, because I think one of the hardest things Slimes deals with right now is aggro.
Yeah.
And so like now you slam a Lustrous Slime and then play this, heal 5.
Well, go to level 3, free play Lustrous, play this, heal, have a taunt.
Yeah.
Like it's just
there's a lot. It adds a lot of survivability to these decks. So I'm excited about that card.
Yeah, and it's also a Mortal Ambition Alter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the card I'm going to talk about is not Merlin Mission Altar.
This one's so
I
cool.
don't know if anyone's surprised by me bringing up this card, which is Argus All-Seeing Giant, which is a 10 cost Norm Exalted, 4 power, 10 life, big boy, unique
this is
ally,
cool.
guard and construct golem. The only other construct we have, I think, is Artificer Opus, isn't it? I think it's the only other.
So now we can play. We're so close to playing Construct Pantheon Tribal.
Yeah, exactly. While paying for this card's reserve cost, you may banish one or more cards named Crystal of Argus or Eye of Argus from your material deck. Each card banished this way pays for 3 of that cost. So potentially 4 costs, 4/10. Once you are advanced elements with Omni Shroud
When he's
awake, because he's Taunt and True Sight and Vigor. So you can attack with them. Technically, that's the time where they could do something to him, but it's also the time where you could also save him, which is a cool thing. Because like Crawl, for instance, was an issue that is an issue when you try to save it, you can't because it has Spell Shroud, so you can't even target to save your own Crawl. This, at least, when it's rested, you could target to save, like just like some Displace or something like that. I actually really like this because of Arasana. Of the Astrolabe or wherever Astrolabe, where to go for infinite, you could use this as just a dude that sits there as taunt and is going to protect you, and you got rid of 2 material deck cards, kind of like you would like with Fluffy Shopkeep.
Yeah, it's similar to Fluffy, but better.
Yeah, probably play both. Why not?
Well, I think you would.
Fluffy early game and then that late game.
Yep. I think that's really just fun.
Getting through that is one heck of a thing.
Yeah. Well, then I also thought about big boy Merlin. You got Gelduses, you get this boy, and you get Guard of Majesty, nothing else. And then the other thought was Sirio.
Okay, back to Merlin, though.
Yeah.
You could run Lost Providence, right?
Yeah.
And then Intangible Geist. So you play Intangible Geist, you get your Lost Providence back and replace Intangible Geist, which is a very sticky dude. You know, like he's
he's real sticky.
And then you put back your Arguses, and then
I like that.
keep playing those.
So big boy Merlin is what the deck I will be building when.
Is he unique?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe that's not that good then.
Well, that's why you play with 3 Geldus. I need CSRs of this. There's no way there's not going to be a CSR.
Oh, there's going to be a CSR.
So I'm going to need 4 of those.
Oh, wait. Is it a UR? Yeah, it's a UR, full art UR. Do they do?
Think so.
I don't think they do CSRs of full art URs.
No,
it's just going to be a full art UR foil.
Oh, okay.
So you just got to get foils. It's cheaper. Maybe.
But there might be a higher rarity.
Yeah.
I think that RDO is going to have a lot of special foiling treatments and stuff.
Like Looking Glass, Eye of Argus, All-Seeing Giant. Yeah. Anyway, that's a really cool card. I really like it, of course, because it's a big boy, and gives me the option to play it in random level 3 decks, which I think I run I feel like once that set comes out, I'm going to be trying to build every single level 3 deck with that card in it.
And you just play it in slimes.
Well, I seriously, I thought about in every deck. I was like, oh, dude, slimes. Or I thought about Arasana. I was like Merlin. I was like, I could do it with Neos or whatever, and get that with Neos Elementals as well. Like I was
I like that idea just for the thematics.
The new Mordred coming out.
Alice to get it out on level 2. Yeah.
Well, you play with that, and then you can play with Jabberwock on top of that or something. But I don't know.
Maybe this will help Alice end the game.
Give it something to do. So,
this thing is a 4. It's a 4/10, right?
Yeah, it's a 4/10.
4/10 that gets to swing every turn for 4 and then restand, right?
Yeah.
And then it's basically impossible to kill unless you swing through it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think
What's I say? I like it with Sirio.
Yeah.
Because you turbo up.
Yeah.
You get your Sirio out, which is a 4/10 as well.
Yes.
4/12.
4/12.
Sirio's
4/12.
4/12. Sirio.
Yeah.
4/12. And then you take one turn to get you get
3/9, 6/6. Yes, 4/12.
Okay. And then you get your Lost Providence out. You go your next turn, get whatever the illuminating. What's the Luxem Goja card that draws you a card every single turn?
Incandescent Reliquary.
Yeah. And then you go draw from that, draw from Lost Providence that you brought out last turn, and then you have your Sirio out, and you just drop this boy around alongside of it.
Good luck.
And that way when you swing with one, you can retaliate with the other, or vice versa.
And also, now your Sirio just doesn't die. You take one turn off where you don't swing, and now you have a 4/10 taunter they have to kill before they can kill Sirio.
And then
they have to commit to kill. Merlin goes all in to try to kill.
You have this in your deck, and then they go Ensnaring Fumes. They go, cool. Now I'll play this, and now I have a 4/10 that protects the rest of my board even, and that you have to get through via taunter.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
I love Sirio support. More Sirio support.
More Sirio. Yeah. That's what we need.
Yeah. Deck's just not
that deck was not good enough last format.
Yeah.
No.
Needs more.
But aside from all the spoiler cards that we saw, we had to see Pantheon as well.
Yeah. So Pantheon is coming out April 3rd.
Yeah.
And something to note is that the RDO and Pantheon cards will not be updated in Index until approximately a week before release. So we're not going to really know. Oh, well, I guess maybe we'll get the full spoilers. They just might not be in Index, I guess. But I was like, man, these are going to be like, just there. But yeah, Pantheon looks super cool. So this is a casual format. It is being advertised as this. So they have stated that it's going to be available in side events in a sense. It's going to be pod based instead of round based.
Yep.
So and there's going to be rewards based on like combinations and participation of the format, not just how well you do. So that's really cool. There is going to be Pantheon EVP, which I didn't know. That's really cool. So, and it's only going to be available during Ascents for the time being. So maybe eventually they ship it out to game stores and you go for your Pantheon night at your local game store and you can get some of that. But that's
or
really cool.
maybe in our Discord one day.
Maybe.
Pods.
Yep.
Who knows? Me and Isaac in there playing big boys.
That's all my deck is going to be. It's just going to be big boys.
But that's super cool that there's Pantheon EVP. I think that's going to help push that casual format a lot. They don't have CSRs in the Pantheon decks. So there's just going to be foil versions that are going to be full art. There are Pantheon decks, pre-cons, but every champion can be played in Pantheon. There's not like specific champions that are only available to be played, and there are no banned cards in the format, which
I love
is
that.
very funny to me because
It will have its own band list, though.
Eventually, yeah.
The reason that it's funny to me personally is because last week I started working on a project of selling off all of my Grand Archive cards except for my high-end Steel stuff and high-end Gen stuff and 2 play sets of every single non-foil. And then outside of that, I wanted everything gone. I used to run a store. You guys know, obviously, most people know, but I used to run a store. I literally opened like pallets of product of some sets. I just don't have the time or the motivation for it anymore. And so I deleted my TCG player inventory, which was crazy. Took down like $30,000 listings. I relisted like a couple little. I had like 4 CSRs on my desk that I just like put back up, but getting everything away. And part of that, when I was pulling out 2 play sets of everything for my personal stuff, I didn't pull out like Erupting Rhapsodies and like Dissonant Fractals and stuff because I was like, there's no way these ever get unbanned again. They're too strong. And so I don't have those cards anymore. So I'm going to have to rebuy some of those cards for Pantheon, I think. But
luckily
I'll
just
only
one.
need to buy one. Yep. And a lot of the banned cards are real cheap
also,
anyways.
I have those.
Yeah. But it's
Isaac,
kind
I'm going to buy all my stuff from Isaac.
it's kind of neat that
The new shop.
you'll get to play your banned cards again because I know a lot of people like bought
Foil addresses or like Reckless Conversion.
What do you think is going to be the best banned card, like the most played banned card?
Well, out the gates, I'm going to mess around with Rye. I think there's probably a cool way. There's probably enough arcane cards now.
Yeah, it might
that
be Reckless.
Like, it might not be that good because we don't get all the like 4-ofs.
Yeah.
So, but like, I think that's fun.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a way to do it that's not so obnoxious, right? Maybe you play that card more for value than you do anything. Maybe it's finally time for the other Rye.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time. I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. So
honestly, the other ride's kind of sick.
So like,
I think
there's some cool things you can do.
I think you could do literally Rye.
Yeah.
But it's 60 card format.
Yep.
1-ofs, not 4-ofs.
Yeah.
But you could literally do Arcane Rye with Erupting Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Because that used to be something that people did a while ago was increasing dangers, cremations, all that kind of stuff. I think you run those now because you have the deck space.
Yeah.
So you run this like fire-based value engine into a still arcane late game, which a lot of the arcane cards are good.
Just in general.
You just don't have the space for all of them.
One thing that was said, I watched the YouTube video for Pantheon, and maybe this was just like maybe it was Pantheon, maybe it was a different post. I don't know. I was reading something where it said no, it wasn't the video. It was like their like rule things for Pantheon. Some of the things it said no more than 12 material deck cards. Can you run less?
I don't know.
Because it didn't say. It said no less than 60
Cards.
main deck cards or whatever at 1-ofs, and then no more than 12. And I was like, can I run like?
Could just be a weird format.
I'm 100%. The thing that I'm actually though really excited for, it's like the first thing I'm building, is slimes. But you get to play all the weird slimes that never got played. All the new ones that are getting printed, like Exia slime.
Yeah, that's funny.
We get to play Exia slime. Why not? You might as well.
That's cool.
And
That's
so, like,
cool.
I thought that would be super fun.
And actual slime tribal.
Baby gray, Baby gray and silver.
Yes. You get all the baby, you get all the babies. You get to play all the normal slimes. You probably don't play Gaia Songbird because you have to play all the other beasts. So maybe you're more beast heavy. Maybe you play like
Metabloom Dryad.
Exactly. Maybe you play like some cool Terra stuff.
Pantheon's going to be very cool.
Yeah.
There was one other thing I think.
2-3 aggro is just going to kick everyone's butt, isn't it?
Initially,
People are going to play Lorraine 2-3s again.
Yeah, for sure.
You get Banner Knight with Crystal of Empowerment.
For a 1 turn, yeah.
There's also a really cool thing. Playing in Pantheon will only give you veterancy, and then if you're judging, judge XP, which is really neat because it literally ties nothing to it truly is casual.
And the one thing to make the bad decks better, or for people probably to stop people from playing just 2-3s, is also they have what are they called in the god blessings? Or
You get
boons
2 of them a game.
or
Boons.
Boons. Yeah, you have a lesser boon and a greater boon.
They're sick.
Yeah, I didn't look at any of them.
Yeah. Just I'm not going to even tell you about them today.
I'm excited.
Go look at them.
I'm excited for what
they're
they are.
amazing.
They're going to be.
There's so much to cover.
There's
with
ultimate
the
spells.
actual spoilers,
that are coming out.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, they're so cool, dude. I'm definitely going to build Dao Chan, like Terra Dao Chan, and try it out.
I'm just going to play Alan.
The last thing I'm going to talk about
be
is
sick.
the Pantheon decks. So these are the precons. There is Lorraine, Spirit Ruler, Xander Blinding Steel, Arasana, Astral Zenith, and Kongming Fell. I don't know how to say that. Eidolon.
I don't know which word it is.
Comes with a 60-card main deck and a 12-card mat deck. So it is fully playable, which is really cool. There's no sideboard because you don't need one for Pantheon. You get a lesser boon card and a greater boon card, and then obviously the chance for the high pull or high rarity foil or whatever. Foil extended, which those probably will go for a lot because people like to foil that kind of thing out.
Yeah.
If you're going to pick one thing for a Pantheon deck, it's going to be that. What was a little bit of a shocker was the MSRP. I'm not going to lie. $40 is reasonable. But I was surprised. Yes, I was surprised to see it that high. So starter decks are $15, and they come with 12 Regalia, 60 card main. Recollections are $50, but they come with better cards in it and basically a sideboard as well. But also packs and like some other stuff as well. Yeah. So to me, this did not feel closer to a rec deck,
but I wonder.
I mean, it's going to have high rarity
They're
stuff.
going to put better cards in those
because they have to.
So they don't want to destroy the market.
I feel like it will be like halfway between a normal structure deck and a rec deck, right? Yeah. But the thing is, you're not getting the packs, and the packs I think hold a lot of value in the rec deck.
Rico Lights are $40. So
you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about the Rico Light product. In my head, I was like, a rec deck is $50 and comes with 3 packs, which are basically $5 each. So it's $35. Why is this $40? You know?
Yeah.
And this one, like, I almost expect like a one of DG or something like that. Even like, you know,
well,
it maybe have.
That's not even gonna be that much value. Do you know?
Well, I know there's replay. But what I'm getting at is like, sure, there's a backup charge in the material deck, and there's one turbocharge in the main,
or whatever. Or you'll have
and so they're gonna have like these decent actual cards.
I mean, who knows? Maybe you'll get a Divine Relic or something.
Exactly.
I don't know exactly. Maybe everybody has GCR, or you know, something like that, because GCR is hopefully going to be a little more affordable.
Well, because I think they're going to try to make these out of the box playable. So they would probably want to give you a decent Divine Relic. Like they don't do that for starter decks and even rec decks, which are supposed to be more out of the box playable.
I do get it. It does seem
a little funky,
a little high.
It is fine, I think. I just hope that the quality of it's very good and the card list feels good to purchase, because when they were going over all of this, I hadn't seen the MSRP yet, and I was like, $30 was my guess. And then they were like 40. I was like, man, that just seems just a tiny bit too high.
My thought process is that
37.43.
Like, why not like give an RDO pack or something? You know,
sure,
like I don't know. Like
my thought on it is basically they do a lot of things off of how Magic does things.
Yeah, they do.
And Magic does these precons, right? Granted, those are 100 cards.
Yeah,
so that's my argument. It's quite different.
And this is 72.
And they also come with a collector sample pack, which you can pull like I mean, I've pulled $40 cards out of those.
Yeah.
Granted,
Well,
these have a
and
chance
those
at
are
the foil extended.
Yes, they
so-
do have precons that don't. Also, they have
Okay.
like starter precon. I don't know if they call them starter precons. It's lower level precons.
Yeah.
They are not as worth. They are not as valuable. They do not have like all of that. So it's a little more basic, and they only come out randomly. Like
It was just hard for me to compare it to Magic because, like you said, it's 100 cards.
Yeah.
And frankly, Magic does do a good job at making value in their precons. Very often you can buy a precon, and if you wanted to sit there and individually sell every single card,
You could.
you would make your money back or more sometimes.
Yeah.
And so, like, my worry is if they'll do that with this, especially with there being 60 cards.
I bet you that the value will be over 40. That would be my guess.
I hope so.
Yeah. Because if it's not, like, we'll just build our own.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, with the Pantheon EVPs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if those have the boons and stuff in it, then there's not even like actual exclusive cards to these. Because like that would be like one of my things that you could try to say is like, well, you need the boons, so you need to buy the precons and stuff. So I don't know.
I'm hoping because it's a casual format, you can just proxy the boons if you want.
Sure.
Like if you didn't own them, hopefully that's the kind of stuff that will help. Because so this is a perfect segue because one of the big things right now that's going on is price, right?
Yeah.
That was some of the coolest parts about all of these spoilers and announcements was all of the ridiculous amount of staple cards that are being reprinted, right? Ghost of Pendragons, obviously all the Divine Relics, all these cards that are
Fracturize.
Fracturize.
That's the biggest one.
That is.
Yeah.
All these cards that are crazy expensive because
and Frostborn Paladin and DG and the Mordred
that's
Rack
huge.
deck. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
and that's its own thing, right?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother. Like finally we're getting to see a lot of these cards reprinted, which is super exciting for newer players, right? And I think that it's also very cool. I'm hoping Mordred, not to like talk about a million things at the same time, but I'm hoping the Mordred deck, which it seems like it is, it says on the front, easy to learn, like it should be more beginner friendly, which is great because the Merlin is not beginner friendly.
No.
If you tried to hand that to like for instance, I might teach my wife how to play trading cards in the next year. That's something we might work on. We're probably gonna play like Pokemon or something. Super basic, right? But if I was like, okay, ready here, this is a deck. Let's play. Let's learn.
Well, I mean, I literally had the experience of even Dao Chen, like going to locals and having a brand new player show up with the Dao Chen Recollection deck. And like, I just had to, like the whole time I was just like, nope, that's not what that card does. It's actually going to do. Like, it just so confusing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that's good. But then all the reprints are just huge because now all these people that have been, and this just shows like, Silidar and the dev team, they're watching, they're listening. They're always trying to do things that are going to be better for the community, better for the game. And sorry, Poppy needs some pets right now.
I mean, even look at the event packs right now. Beseech the Winds is in the event packs for this season. That's crazy. That was like a $40, $50 card for a while, you know, like
which they needed to do this kind of stuff because people really were starting to feel the burn. I know like even like people that have been playing this game for a long time are starting to make the decision like, I don't think I can invest in this anymore. Or like my local scene is dead now because people couldn't afford decks. I don't have enough to supply to everybody.
High level competitive players weren't keeping a full playset of the game. They were keeping decks instead of like a card pool to build decks from.
Which is unfortunate, right? And that's kind of like, that's kind of just where it was headed. It was one of those games we were becoming one of the more expensive games like Flesh and Blood, like these decks that scare away new players because they go, oh yeah, like I'd love to go to a tournament. Like I'd love to learn the game. It seems really cool. How much is a deck? Oh, well, it's $1,400. That's not us as much unless you're building like Tristan or something, right? But like,
it was starting
crazy.
to get to that point for sure.
And so it's good to see. Hopefully, we're going to see that number come down quite a bit.
Yeah.
What do you think is the weirdest card they put on the reprint list?
I don't know.
Oh gosh, I'd have to look at the reprint list.
Yeah. So
do you have a picture of it?
Yeah. They have in Merlin Marketplace. There's a picture. I can send it in our
send it in our chat real quick because I'll take a look and give you my initial thought.
I was very pleased with the reprint list because like when they did like the A and B reprints, it was like pretty odd. Like actually A and B was like fine, but maybe it was DTR reprints was like really weird. Like they pick a lot of reprints that are just like these have seen no competitive play and they're not expensive.
Well, all these have alternate arts, right?
I think all of them will have alternate arts,
but not they'll have alternate arts, but not foils or what?
They will probably have foils. Yeah. The only
They're
thing
telling us something. I just looked at this.
The only thing that won't have foils is Grand Crusader's Ring, Quicksilver Grail, and Looking Glass.
Okay.
And maybe Lost Providence, I think.
I think I might have hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
I think I might have done it with Construct Tribal.
I know.
Because they reprinted Artificer's Opus.
They reprinted. So
Did they really?
a lot of the things they reprinted. First of all, there's something like Prismatic Sanctuary.
Yep.
Which does not.
So good. And if you play if there's some way you can get that thing out in this format, like a cheat it, like find a way to find it, like dude, it's so sick.
But they have Avatar Gaia, Virtus Gaia's Roar, Crawl's in here, Artificer's Opus is in here, Rima's Gaia's Wings.
It's Terror Time.
Bedivere is in here.
Terror Time.
Spark Fairy's in here.
Yes,
In
sir.
Pantheon, that's so good. Put it on your boon.
Good luck.
You're taking one for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, there's just so many cards in here that's like very odd, but it's gonna be are fun, and maybe that's what it is. The cards that are in here are for specifically like.
Yeah, I mean,
Pantheon.
there's like Frozen Nova. The card's like so good in this format because it's a one of, right? That you need to fill your deck. It's great control. Like you never play it in Constructed, but like super good in this. Cards like Tidal Sweep are actually like relevant. So, well, now we have Mordred too, so it makes sense. Like Tidal Sweep's actually pretty good.
I'm trying to see. Does Frozen Nova say deal 1 damage to all allies and rest them? Then those allies don't wake up.
I love that card.
So like the entire everyone's bored.
When the first time we ever played.
Yeah.
We did draft, and I drafted, I think, 2 of that card, and I was like, dude, I'm going to just roll people with this thing. It was bad.
Yeah.
But it was super sick sometimes.
Yeah. But the cool thing is that we get new Majestic Spirit art, which I think is cool.
That's neat.
I'm really excited
Merlin
for
Kingslayer art, too.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
And a new Arcane Elemental art, which will be cool to me personally.
Ooh, Spiritblade Onsol.
There's Onsol.
Uther?
On the new Artificer's Opus.
Beseech is getting reprinted again in this, which is very funny. So hopefully that'll really bring down the value of that card. I think.
Yeah.
Can't wait. That means I can get Arthur's again.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna jump
Lancelot.
to value again.
Yeah.
Lancelot.
Speaking of value, Lancelot. Let's talk about it.
But so, I'm kind of a hater on the Pantheon commander deck pricing. I do think that might be too high. Let's talk about RDO. I actually think it's perfect. So there was a lot of hate on the...
Because it's expensive, right?
There was a lot of hate on the stream when RDO's price was revealed. And I think that was just a knee-jerk reaction by people. Because I saw that and I went, wow, that is expensive. But pretty quickly I was like, I think it's actually good. So the most important thing is, this MSRP for an RDO box is $192, which normal MSRP is about $100, I think, like 90 something. Because it increased after like the tariffs increase. But so it's just under double the price of a normal box. But something that's immediately counters that is each box contains about 2.5 the normal SR and UR rarity cards compared to standard and expansion sets, and about 2 times the amount of rare cards.
Yeah.
So you are instantly getting essentially 2 boxes in one. You're just not getting more uncommons and commons, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's always what you have too many of anyways. So you're not really missing value from that perspective. So in terms of like playable competitive polls, you are getting you're paying twice the box rate for 1 box, but you're getting more than twice the box rate for 1 box. So it basically washes there. The only thing would be that you're like kind of missing out on your chance at a CSR or something like that, because if you open up 2 boxes at a 1 in 15 rate, that's better than opening up 1 box in a 1 in 15 rate. But with them saying that there are over 700 foil variations in the set, I have a very strong feeling that we're going to see a lot of mid-level chases like Curio foils and things similar to that. And so I think that you won't be like, I don't think that it's going to feel worse than like opening up an A and B box, like 2 A and B boxes and having a 1 in 15 chance on each of those instead of like RDO. I think like you're going to get better value compared to like historical sets. And so I actually think that the price is like spot on where it should be. And like it is really important to mention that, we are getting a bunch of reprints that are targeted at expensive cards, like the Divine Relics and stuff. And so you're not going to have like, man, dude, what's like HVN or something like that? No, HVN had the Fate Stones. There was one set that like we opened up recently. Oh, AMB. AMB had, it was literally hit a Imperial Seal or 3 visits or bust.
Yeah.
No other UR from that box was worth over like $5 basically. Like if you actually wanted to sell it. An Imperial Seal was, you know, an impossible card to hit.
Yeah.
And so it was basically literally like, hope you get 3 visits, but like 1 in 9 boxes is going to get you that or something. And so like your UR slot was just basically dead in AMB. Which definitely felt terrible. We opened up a lot of AMB, and it was an awful feeling. It literally felt like the UR slot didn't exist. In this set, it is not going to feel like that. Very often, you're going to be hitting most likely like a $20 to $30 card. Like Quicksilver Grail and Ring are $60 to $90 right now. They'll drop because of this reprint, but they're not going to be $5 cards.
Yeah.
Like they're going to still be high value and stuff. And so, like I think that this set, when we get closer, when we're actually to opening day, I think people are going to open up their product and probably have a better opening experience than we've seen in previous sets. That's my like hot take is I don't think this set's overcharged. I actually think that this is going to feel, and like obviously there's more info that we need to see, but I think that this set's actually going to be one of the best sets to open up. And like I've been more interested in purchasing this set than I have in any other set for a long time. And so I just wanted to talk about some of my reasonings why, because I think the knee-jerk reaction to seeing double the price is definitely, it's justified. I get it. It's more expensive. I get like that sucks. But I think you're going to be happy with it.
Yeah.
Like once it's actually here.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the MR3. That's what I was looking for previous set. I know they bumped it up after
yeah,
Boston.
yeah.
Or
Oh,
whatever.
sure.
I couldn't find it.
And also one of the huge things that's going to help this is the CSR spirits, which is crazy because I feel like at one time they said they would never do these.
Yeah.
And they probably said something like, we probably won't do them or something. You know, like it's not like they like broke a promise or something, but like, this is a crazy chase for collectors and players and players for sure, because, I told my wife about this. She like follows, a lot of people know Quinn. She follows Grand Archive pretty close. I was like talking to her about a lot of the stuff in the stream. I was like, honestly, there's so much. You're just going to have to watch our podcast. But one of the things I told her about was these spirits. And she's like, oh, well, isn't that like doesn't that kind of suck for you? Because like now your Ascent spirits aren't as cool or anything. I was like, no, it's actually really nice because like I have had a lot of Ascent spirits, and it's like really frustrating when you're like, oh, well, I want to play my Sabrina, but you know, Nico's definitely better with Serene Water. Yeah. So you have to play that.
Yeah.
And then, but like now it's cool because now like you could play any champion and have a CSR spirit.
Yeah.
And like, you know, obviously it's very important that they don't print normal spirits, draw 7 spirits as CSRs.
And I'm pretty sure that was what they said they wouldn't do.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, no, I think they did say a long time ago. I'm talking FTC era. Like when we got the Serene spirits, they were like, no, we won't make CSRs. They're only going to be foils because we don't want to take away
from
like how cool the CSR. Like when you drop a CSR spirit, you know it's from a tournament win. You know, like, but as someone that has won a lot of normal spirits, I'm okay with this. I'm excited for this. I think this is really cool. I think it's also going to add in a super neat chase to RDO because not only do we have Spirit of Serene Water, Spirit of, you know, Fragmented Spirit of Water, and the other elements as well.
Fortuitous.
Unfortunately, we have Fortuitous. But it's Water, Fire, and Wind.
Fortuitous in Pantheon, maybe.
Could be good.
It's not bad.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
But so not only do we have those, but there's going to be different characters on each one of them as well. So like the one that they showed off was Nico, but if you're not a fan of Nico, you can get CL, hopefully, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, that's instantly going to be what I'm chasing if they have them.
As like fire or something like that.
So they're going to have Spirit of Serene Water that could have Nico on it. Well, that does have Nico on it. And then there will be Spirit of Serene Water that has like Dao Chen on it or something. Yeah.
Oh.
They didn't announce which champions are going to be on all of them, but you will be able to get these spirits with different characters on them.
Which one has, Alan?
I don't know. They might have. No, they probably won't have Alan. They're most likely going to be all the same value for silver because they're the same card. It's just a different art. I don't think they're going to have unique card numbers. Maybe they will actually.
Yeah.
If they do, man, silver's going to be expensive and hard to complete.
Wait, you mean it's not already? Yeah, it's pretty cheap to get into.
Yeah, fair. But
as the people who won it dropped like what? How many CAE
like
yards?
200 or
Yeah,
something,
200,000.
91 or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is going to be such a cool chase for people opening the product. Like, it's going to feel like you hit unique things because there's so many different variations of these spirits. It's not just going to be the same 8 CSRs that you can hit, right? Like, it's going to be crazy. I think they announced something like 24 or 30 CSRs in this set. Yeah. But because so many of them are just these spirits, like, it's not going to be overwhelming for a collector, I don't think. Like,
I'm surprised even still that they have different champions for the same color or for the same element.
Yeah.
That seems odd to me.
I'm personally very happy about that because I did not like the Nico art that was spoiled. I was like, oh, like this is cool, but like I'm not going to use any of these water ones. And then they said that, and I was like, oh, I'm back in. Especially if there's ACL or whatever. Like the fact that they can give different champions them and like really hone in on people having favorite champions and like going max rarity for those kind of things and stuff, like that's super, super cool.
Sure.
But I don't necessarily like is one of their alter rules is that you can't make a card look like another card. And so like currently you cannot get a custom altar done that has a Spirit of Serene Water with a big Nico on it, because a judge could be like, well, you're trying to fool your opponents into thinking that you're on level 1. And this is kind of giving me that vibe as well. So it's like a little weird. Oops, sorry, I just hit
They're
the
also all very similar looking. It's like just like the
I haven't really looked at
so
it.
So literally, it's literally all the same picture.
Yeah.
It's Nico sitting there.
That's what it looks like from a distance. You would not be able to tell any of it.
the only like an altar to me.
The only difference is the name, obviously, and then she's holding up like a different like
little spirit.
blue orb thing.
Yeah.
Like
The water path is a little different as well, but no, they're like, you are always going to have to pick up your opponent's thing and look at it. So that's kind of, there's definitely some downsides, some cons.
All I care about is Serene Fire Xander, obviously. That's going to be a big chase for
that's
for high end.
Wind
might
Ari.
be the most expensive
Wind
one.
Ari and Fire.
Oh, and Serene Wind.
Yeah, those are
Ari,
two big ones.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be super fun to chase these. Every single one of them is going
Slime
to sell.
Sylvie.
In what? Like,
The Slime Spirit Sylvie.
oh, I don't think.
I know. But
Not right now.
That'd be
but
cool.
Maybe one day.
Yeah. I'd have to get that.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's like a really cool thing. Super, super excited. I think RDO is going to be a very successful set. I think it's going to be very good for the game. It's going to, like you were mentioning, the new players, Mordred Recollection having dungeon guides and Frostborn Paladins. That's crazy because in today's current market value, that's like $200 the cards.
Yeah.
Like in a $40 rec deck.
Yeah.
And so like it's just wild. This is going to make the game more affordable. And I think it's still going to give the people that have a lot of cards right now like a lot of fun and exciting stuff and the option to build more decks, right? Like I think like we talked about earlier, a lot of people that have cards right now have slimmed down their collections. And so like it's not like everyone's just getting screwed over by these reprints. I think a lot of people are going to be excited about it. Like, yeah, their current set of dungeon guides technically falls in value, but they want to use them anyways, and they're just going to be more excited that they can get dungeon guides for $3 each now to build another deck and not have to swap out their dungeon guides from their current deck. So I think like RDO's price point makes a lot of sense. I think the set's going to be absolutely fantastic, and I think it's going to really, really put the game in a good spot. So I am very excited to pay $190 for RDO boxes. I'm going to be doing that. I haven't bought personal boxes. Actually, I did buy some TTR, but not many. But I didn't buy any of PTM. And that was just like the direction I was heading towards. I was just buying singles, not opening up any sealed product. But now with RDO, that's going to shift back. I think this is going to be a huge set for this game.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of cool new merch.
And that's April. It releases with Pantheon as well.
It releases with Pantheon. Yep.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, a lot of new merch.
Yeah, a lot of new merch.
There's the New Year's bundle thing, right?
Well, I was going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Real quick. RDO Spirit CSRs have different champion variations for each one. There are 9 champions times 3 spirits, so 27 possible CSRs. Okay. So I don't think that's all of our champions, right? Like the level 3 champions.
9 champions. Wait, can you read that?
There's the original 3, Rye, Sylvie,
There are 9
Lorraine,
champions times 3 spirits, 27
Merlin. Tony,
Rye,
Diana.
what'd you say? Rye?
Oh no, there's definitely more than 9.
Yeah, there's Rye, Sylvie, Lorraine, Xander.
Oh, I forgot Xander's in the base set.
Yeah.
Merlin was the next one,
Yeah.
and then Tony, Diana, and
Arsana.
And then the next one after that was Tristan and Sylvie. So that's already tied.
There's also the rec decks.
Yeah.
Or that's what that was.
Yeah. There's way more than 9.
Because then there's also the other champs.
The
There's
new
CL, there's
yeah,
Alice.
yeah.
There's Alice,
Guoja.
Oh, wait, what the heck? Armaments are returning with RDO. I feel like that was not in the... I didn't hear this. Armaments are returning with RDO. There are 21 Quicksilver foils like an FTCA with a rate of 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 instead of 1 in 3
from
like FTCA. Okay. Curio foils will be added in RDO, but will be different than the ones in PTM, and they will still have a population of 100. There's only one COR in RDO.
I love both the curio foils and the armaments foils.
Yeah, no,
those are my favorite.
Like, there's such good mid-level
Yeah.
chases. Yeah, so that's very exciting.
There's a ton
to
of
hear.
stuff in these.
Yeah.
The value is going to be high.
Yeah.
It's going to be super cool.
Like I said, I think you're going to be happy when you buy a box of RDO.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're still opening up a booster box. You're still going to have, like, because there are high-level hits like CSRs to hit where you can open up a Fire Luxem Serene whatever spirit and probably sell it for $800 to $1,000 or more or something. Because those do exist, inherently, you will always lose money on a box. Like, that is just
Sorry, there's 9 champions per spirit?
9 champions per spirit, yeah. So they might be different. So, like, there might be a Serene Fire Luxem Xander or whatever. Not Luxem.
Yeah.
But they might not give it to water or wind.
Yeah.
They might give different champions those or something, which is cool. So hopefully there'll be at least one CL.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not fortuitous.
They got to do Mordred as well then, right? Because it's releasing with...
Could.
Maybe.
Yeah, they might.
Maybe
they'll do it what the color of the rec deck is.
Yeah.
So if the rec deck's water or something, they'll give it fragmented
So
water.
are these just Serene? Or is this...
No, it's Serene, Fortuitous, and Fragmented.
Got you. So there's
all 3.
There's
all 3.
27 total.
20... All
So
three.
that's why I keep I'm getting confused
So
with...
27 would be 9 champions of just 3 of them.
Yeah.
So that's why when you're saying there's 3 different ones,
This is confusing.
that's going to be 72.
Because it should be 20...
70,
exactly.
71.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever.
54,
There are
27 times 3.
There are 9 champions
81.
times
81.
3 spirits.
Yeah, it should be 81. This is why I think something's wrong here. I don't know if this is 100% correct because it doesn't make any sense. But because my thought would be there's 3 different champions.
Oh, no. They must be doing it Serene, Fortuitous, and Fragmented are all the same because that's what they did for Nico.
Yeah.
So there will be 9 water ones. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Wait.
So there's 3 different champs. So there'll be 9 water ones. There'll be 9 fire ones. And
So
there'll be 9.
I don't think you'll have Serene Fire Luxem. Or sorry. I don't think you'll have Serene Fire Xander, but then like Fragmented Fire CL. Like mixed. I think it'll get
I don't think it'll be mixed at all.
Yeah.
But that means there's a 9 champs, so there's technically 27 champs then. So this could cover all champs pretty much.
Yeah, because they might give
different colors.
They might put Xander in fire, and then CL in wind or something.
And not put it in water or
So there probably will be all champs, which is great. Like this is so huge for people that have a favorite champ in Grand Archive.
I have to look up champions.
Super side note, just had a little notification from Reddit pop up at the top that said, PSA switched my card when they sent it back, question mark. I'm not going to get into it.
We do not have the time for this, but PSA and the graded card, it's
falling apart,
it's been melting, dude. There's been so many things happening.
I have no idea what it even is.
Maybe we'll talk about that on our other podcast. One thing, so a lot of cool merch. There's the figurine that I pray to be able to get my hands on one. I collect figurines, and that's so cool that they made a Merlin one. It looks amazing. There's all sorts of cool new promos. We're not going to talk about those and everything else, but one thing I did want to talk about is the team up that Weaves of the Shore and Grand Archive is doing with Core TCG, doing an exclusive launch of the Lunar Blessing merchandise set. And that is going to be super, super cool. So this is a set that includes, I'm going to tell you everything it includes. It includes a playmat with tube, and the tubes are sweet. I don't know if you've seen them. They look awesome.
Also, real quick, there's 20 level 1 champions.
Right now?
Yeah, and that's including level 1 Vanny, Polhawk, and Nico.
Yeah.
So technically, we might get like a Mordred, Alan.
Yeah, you might. Why
Merlin.
not?
Oh, there's got to be Merlin for sure. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Merlin,
you're
Tristan.
good. Playmat with tube, a storage box that literally is this.
I literally use this for like, cards and stuff. So when I saw that they actually put these as like high quality storage boxes, that's so insane. Like GA has always just killed it on quality merch, not just giving you crap that you want to throw away.
Yeah, you also get stickers, acrylic keychains. You get a compact deck box. The deck box is sweet. You get a sweet tapestry. Like, looks so cool. And then also an acrylic standee. So a ton of merch, a ton of cool stuff. Obviously, really, really good. I mean, everything looks amazing. And the other cool part is these are 4 different champions. So there's a Tristan one, there's a Xander one, there's an Arasana one, and there's a Lorraine one. And so you have to buy them all individually. And they also all include a unique promo.
Yeah, that's super cool. So it's probably going to be class specific, which is really neat.
Yeah, and we don't know what it is. I hope we never know what it is. I hope they just keep that a surprise.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. So cool. And force everybody to like have to figure it out.
Weebs always spoils everything. They don't do a lot of surprises. This would actually be I'm for that.
Yeah,
that'd be really.
I think
cool.
it'd be super fun.
Yeah.
I think it would. People would go crazy for it.
Yeah.
I mean, all the art for this looks amazing. Honestly, I'm very, very excited. It'd be really cool if it was like promos of their champions. Maybe.
Frankly, they don't need to spoil the promos to sell this. I think that these are going to sell out without knowing what the promo cards are. Yeah. So they should just keep it a secret. Just be fun.
MSRP $159.99. These are going to sell out like nothing. And you get the value just from the merch alone.
No, yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like I think their last ones were 140 or 150 or something, and they didn't include like that box and stuff. Which, like these retail for like $40 or $50 in game stores. Like that's crazy to get something like that.
Yeah,
just like added in basically.
When can you buy these? Does it say?
I don't remember.
They come out. We do not know yet. But when they do come out, it's going to be hype. It's going to drop on Core TCG's website. Speaking of Core TCG, use code TRUE10, which you will not be able to use for these, unfortunately. But that's mostly because these are going to be sold here everywhere in the world.
It's because these are basically being sold directly from Weebs, just with Core handling distribution. So this is not a product Core is selling from their own inventory.
They're doing this drop together,
and
right?
so that's why you won't be able to use the special code. But like it. Still very cool.
Use our code on all the singles that you might have to buy for your Pantheon decks. Because there's going to be a lot of cards that you're going to need that you didn't realize you needed.
I'm going to Core TCG to buy my Erupting Rhapsodies and all that stuff.
Yep. So super, super cool product. I think people are going to go crazy for it. And man, I feel like we just touched the surface of everything that, there's so much going on, so much to look forward to in Grand Archive right now. They really are trying to fix any of the swing and a misses that they've made over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They're really trying to correct things that the community are very vocal about, being unhappy about. So I love to see a push. Also, I love the idea of Pantheon. I really hope that it does well. I hope it brings a lot of players into the game.
A lot of people seem to be excited for it.
Yeah. They needed something like this because...
We're going to hopefully do gameplay.
Yeah. I'm sure content creators are going to go crazy over it. Yeah. Also, just like, I bet you it'll be easier to get a local scene playing Pantheon than it is playing the actual game just because of how expensive it is.
Yeah.
So, like, hopefully we start to see, like, Magic players start to dabble in Pantheon and everything else because we need a way to grow this game.
It was also such a good move to wait on releasing Pantheon until RDO and, like, having all the reprints hit because now it's not going to be like, oh, well, yeah, I want to build a Pantheon deck. Let me buy the precon. Oh, I need to buy a $20 DG. I need to buy a $70 GCR. I need to buy a $40 Perceive to Wins. Like, gross, right? Oh, I'm playing Lorraine, Crux Knight, or whatever it is. So now I have to buy a $70 Ghost. Like, very quickly, your Pantheon deck would become $800. Yeah. And that's not what they want, right?
No.
So, yeah, it's really, really, really good timing.
I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it's going to be super fun.
I get the feeling backup charger, turbocharge going to be pretty good in Pantheon.
Dude, honestly, all these you probably just play a bunch
because you already do one of turbocharge already.
Yeah.
And like most decks, and like that. So you do backup charger, turbocharge, and like Looking Glass and Unmake Duality, and that like those are like the bread and butter of like every single like.
I'm sure you're gonna see a lot of that stuff once you get to like the higher level. People not like it's inevitable that people are going to figure out how to min-max this format and figure out the best way to do it. It just happens.
I'm playing domains.
Domains will be fun.
I feel like domains are going to be decent.
Yeah.
If we are comparing it to Magic, CDH does exist in Magic, which is competitive EDH, which they took a casual format and made it competitive.
Yeah.
So it's possible that happens in Grand Archive. I'm not sure if they will ever officially support that. I don't think we'd see an ascent for Pantheon.
There would have to be just such a large crowd of people. I think that's what happened, right? There's so many people wanting to play Commander that they're like, okay.
And there were so many people playing Commander at that level against people not playing that format. And so then people aren't having fun. So they're like, okay, we need to... I'm winning with a 100-card deck consistently on turn 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And my opponent is playing a tapped land. Like there is such a big... We don't have that big of a difference in cards yet in this game. We don't have a ton of infinite combos and ways to...
And searchers.
And searchers.
Which is a big thing. I think there's 2 or 3
That's what
right
makes
now.
CDH as good as it is.
Yeah, because literally like 10 cards in your deck are just searchers to find your infinite combo. But it will be interesting to see maybe for like Worlds or something, there will be a big side event for Pantheon. You know, like
who knows?
Maybe 2 Worlds from now. Like who knows when it might happen, but it will be cool to see maybe a competitive side of Pantheon come out. Or maybe it's just a straight casual format, and that might be just the best.
One thing that I didn't see anything about, I fell asleep before the end, and I did not get to go back and watch everything. I saw a lot. I was really excited. Saw a lot of the recaps, but and maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but I didn't see them talk anything about the sandbox, the digital client.
They did not mention it at all.
Which is a little bit unfortunate because they brought that up at Worlds. And now there was nothing about it. And so that's a little unfortunate. Hopefully we'll hear something about that soon because I know a lot of people are waiting already. Nothing against TTS. TTS, definitely the client is honestly one of the best TTS clients of any game that I've played and is a great tool, but I think people are very excited for something like that. So, all that being said, I think that was a pretty... Oh, you got something else?
Yeah, but I might have forgotten it by now. Darn it.
Random spoiler card I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The 2-cost fast fire card that in from Mortal Ambition. No, Mortal Ambition that draw a card, discard a card, and then if your champion's distant, draw a card.
Oh yeah, that card's sick.
There's
the other one that's heal 4, Kindle 4.
Yeah.
If you after you play it, if you have 4 or less influence, draw a card in
that
memory.
One's super cool.
Yeah, I love that card.
Fire Fractal's Dao Chen is
so
eating. How could we end this podcast without mentioning
Weaves of the Shore, thank you for sponsoring this podcast. Sorry, go ahead.
And code TRUE5 at dragonshield.com too. No, but the Pantheon trailer. Hello?
Oh my gosh. So cool.
Did you see that?
He hasn't seen it yet.
Well, I watched
I was going to send it in the chat.
I watched the 2-minute long...
That might be it.
Yeah.
The full animation, them fighting in the arena, using all their abilities and spells.
Oh, no, I was watching the one about how Pantheon works.
No, this is a
You haven't seen this?
This is a full-on episode of anime spoiler for a movie.
It's
super
insane.
Cool.
It started, and I was just like, oh, cool, expecting it to be like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And it just kept going. I was like, what is happening?
It's like this sweet free-for-all 4v4 battle in the Coliseum.
Super neat.
It was crazy cool. Watching Arisana cast spells while Lorraine's
Spirit Blade Dispersion. Super
Majestic
neat.
Spirit coming out and protecting her, dude.
That's
cool. It was pretty wild.
It's sick. It was one of the most shocking things to me during the whole stream. I thought it was super cool, and
I've watched it 3 times. You should definitely check it out.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I mean, I'm not super into that kind of stuff, but I was invested. I was like, oh man, this is super.
The
super
thing
cool.
I watched was how to play Pantheon, what's going to be in it, and all that kind of stuff. That's to me. And shout out to Eva Plays, I believe. Yeah. She did the voiceover for all of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
They changed her voice a little bit or something, right?
I don't think so.
Really?
That's
okay.
her voice.
It sounded different, but it sounded good.
Yeah.
No,
it sounded very good.
I think she recorded. I think it's just her mic. She has a mic that is very crispy or something. I don't know what it is or how she does audio EQing or something like that. But it sounds very poignant. I guess is the best way I can put it, and not in a bad way. I mean in the best way possible. It's just very clear.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Core for providing our new studio merchandise.
Or backdrops.
These are backdrops, yeah. These were unique one-of-one chromas that were gifted to us by Core. Yeah. Super, super cool things, and very excited to have them. They look amazing.
Happy with how level I got them.
Yeah.
How evenly...
It worked out.
Maybe from that camera it looks horrible, but I think
from us it looks all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they all have super unique characteristics.
Yeah.
He like vegan.
He tried to personalize them.
Yeah, he
for
tried
us.
to personalize all of these built on us.
Mine's Norm.
So his is like more straightforward, more here it is.
Yeah.
Grayscale, straightforward.
Although I'm pretty sure it looks pretty purple in that camera.
Sure. The purple accents, like the oil slick things.
Yeah.
Mine was fire. It has a really funny name. Vegan kind of kicked me while I was down. It's called, because so all of ours were named in a certain way. Yours was named about spirit. Caben's was named about being like the king.
Mine was named No Magic's Given.
Yeah.
Because the person working, the vegan, that person from Core was working with.
It was probably Ed. Yeah.
They heard that
Pyramid.
I did casting.
Yeah.
And they're like, casting of magic? Or like he thought I cast I was casting magic like spells. And so and he's like, no, not that. And so he said no magic's given is what the name of it. I don't know.
No, I like it. You can't cast spells when you can't pay for them. Dawn of Ashes.
Yeah.
Caben's had to do with like being king, like
number one.
Kingslayer or something like that. And mine was called, because I am always a bridesmaid, like I always top events, but I never win events.
Yeah.
I'm a prince because he couldn't make me a king, so it was called like the Princess Gold or something like that. I was like, because I got second at Worlds. So thank you for that, Vegan. Shout out to you. Thanks for the kick in the nuts.
Yeah, no. Well, finally got metal hooks and chains to hang stuff.
Yeah, slowly but surely, the studio will come to life.
Yeah, we're getting there. I don't know. We're just chatting now.
Yep. Thank you for tuning in. That was a super long podcast.
Hope you had a good Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope your Christmas was great. If you want more ways to support the show, our Patreon. Come join our Patreon, like our $100 patrons. John and Dave, did you like that little?
That was so awkward.
No, I was trying to build.
I wasn't sure you were trying to set me up, and then but I wasn't like 100% sure if I should say it.
Yeah.
Or if you
can always say it.
Yeah. So
I gave you the opportunity, but
Yeah.
I just finished.
I just watched you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Struggle.
Yeah. There it was.
Oh, real quick, last thing. We tried to do our first Winnabox pods in the online league server. They did not fire. We did not get enough people. We sold like 12 or 14 tickets, so like we had enough people there, just not for the right times.
Yeah.
So I think mainly this was because of the holiday weekend for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, even I was busy for that.
Yeah.
And we're going to probably look at doing some changes. I've been trying to get feedback from people in the server and stuff. If you have any feedback on this, definitely feel free to comment either in the server in general chat or even here on our YouTube on this video.
And if you're not even sure what those are, basically it's an 8-man pod where the winner will get a box of Mortal Ambition or Phantom Monarch. So it's pretty good value for like what you're entering in.
And then second place gets some EVPs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like straight up full transparency. If we added any extra prizing or dropped the ticket price by $1, we would be losing money on these events. And so like they are built to try to give the most value to you guys as possible. It is not like we are not trying to just like money grab on a lot of these events. We're trying to build the community and give a lot more tournaments to play in and stuff, which is why we're trying to push for like sponsors for some of these events, like Core sponsoring the Red Pyramid playmat and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that helps us actually make a little bit of money on the event.
Baby.
So unfortunately, just like adding prizing isn't really an option on these events because they're already, super cool.
This is the Core.
This is the Red Stitch playmat that is
playmat.
giving away to the winner of our event.
Yeah, I haven't even opened this one because I didn't really want to touch it too much.
Looked at it.
Okay, cool. This looks sick, by the way. It is probably one of my favorite.
It looks unreal. It's a Merlin.
Is that correct? Am I facing upright?
Yeah, you're good.
Either way would work. Oh, I guess if you did it sideways, they would be. They can kind of see it both, yeah. But super, super cool.
Yeah.
It's the same material as this one, just different color.
Is it the same material?
Yep.
Oh, it looks a little different.
Yeah, it's this color, the brighter red, really shows the swirls, which is really cool. It's a beautiful mat with the silver metallic paint. It looks amazing. The printing on it.
I think it's like one of the best mats.
Yeah, that
personally
literally is insane. It looks so good.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the winter mat.
So unfortunately, we can't really like add prizing or reduce ticket costs for the Winnabox pods because they are already capped out as literally as much as we could give into them. But there was a lot of feedback about just maybe switching how the prizing went. So we might make it a little less top heavy, maybe top 4 get prizing instead of just top 2, which means that obviously you're not going to be able to win a whole box, but It'll be a little bit more like entry based. So I don't have the exact details worked out, but we will be switching these events based on the feedback that we're getting. And most likely one of the biggest changes that we're going to make is not giving free shipping for the winners and changing it to how the weeklies are, where you have to pay for shipping, because that'll allow us to
ship out with the weeklies.
It'll allow us to give better pricing because I don't have to factor in shipping to every single person, because that just kills the margins. So we should be able to provide better pricing by not providing free shipping. But for the player side of things, you're already going to be getting that shit. Like if you play in the regionals and have your stuff shipped out after the regionals, it's going to feel the same to you anyways. So we should be able to improve these, I think. But yeah, just please leave feedback while I work on how to restructure this for more people. Also, we're probably going to do less time slots to start out. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. EST, which on a holiday weekend was way too ambitious.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to do 2 time slots.
One at 2 p.m., one at 6 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Split them up so people can have an earlier and later one.
Yeah, and frankly, if there's just a ton of demand on that day, we might just try to run multiple pods at those times. But for now, we're going to plan on only doing one pod at 1 p.m., one pod at 6 p.m., and just trying to funnel people a little bit more together to actually help them fire. And then, like I said, if there's a bunch of demands, we'll basically just create some last minute pods that'll be at the same time zones as everything else. So should be able to work out pretty well. We should, we're trying to really improve the online league once we took it over. We want to make it a really great place for people. I had a lot of people messaging me asking if there was still a way to play or something like that. A lot of people were really looking forward to the event and are excited at these being added in. Just logistically, it wasn't 100% efficiency. So we're going to try to make them better and make the league better as a whole.
And if you want to join that league, there'll be a link in the description.
Yeah, Discord invite will be in the description, along with plenty of ways to support the show, like Patreon and discount codes for you to use and for us to get a little bit of a kickback. So that's everything. Yep. For real this time, actually ending the podcast.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.